everyone, my name is Rodney and I'm just big boned, and so that's why 18 years ago I decided to go on a weight loss journey to finally help me lose all this excess weight that I've been carrying around pretty much my entire life. Now, before my journey, I was a really big sweet tooth. I liked things that were sweet, even if they weren't necessarily desserts. Wasn't too much a fan of the sour, unless it was, of course, sweet and sour. And that, I think, contributed to a lot of my weight gain over the years. Love Coke, and classic Coke was it for me, which contains a lot of sugar, and even things that I didn't think were necessarily bad for me or unhealthy also happen to contain a lot of sugar. And so that's why I have incorporated into my plan, I'm not eating anything that has 10 grams, no, less than, that has 10 grams or more of sugar per 100 grams in it. And so that has really helped me to cut down a lot of the sugar. But in the first few days, this meant I went through some sugar withdrawals. And even though I've been on journeys before and I've done this and I've got off the sugar before, the sugar withdrawals hit me a bit harder than it used to for some reason. I don't know. So today, what I want to do for you, if you're thinking of going on this sort of journey yourself, or thinking of cutting down sugar, or you just want to know what could happen, I'm going to tell you about my experience with sugar withdrawal. I'm going to talk about the symptoms, how long they lasted for, and then what I did to help me get through them. All right, so when did they start? They started as early as day one on my journey. Hadn't even been on this thing for more than 24 hours and the sugar withdrawals started already. How they started, I got a headache. Wasn't a massive headache, but it was a long, persistent, all-day headache that was just there. And I also felt really, really tired and really, really physically drained. Day two came around and again, the headache was still there. I was feeling really drained as well still. And I had a bit of brain fog. I couldn't concentrate at work. I couldn't focus on a lot of things, and it was really hard for me to concentrate. I also started to notice I was getting a few body aches as well. Day three came around and the brain fog was gone, and so was that feeling of drained energy. I was starting to feel a bit more energetic, but the headache was still there, although it was getting less and less. And I started to notice my body aches had turned into a backache, particularly in my lower back. I really was feeling it, and it was very hard for me to sit for long periods of time. It was okay when I went out for a walk, so I don't know whether maybe some endorphins were happening and it really helped, but I couldn't sit for long periods of time, which sucks because my job entails sitting for long periods of time. Come to day four and my headache is gone and I start to have more energy, so I'm feeling really good. I know I'm coming to the end of this thing, but my backache was still there. It was persistent and it was getting worse, and it was really, really hard for me day four with my backache. Come day five, it was all gone. It was all done in 5 days, and I didn't get any of the really bad symptoms that I have read about. I have heard that people can sometimes get tremors or shaking. So none of that happened with me, and 5 days later I was feeling a lot better and I was feeling back to my normal self. All right, so that's the symptoms out of the way. So how did I get through it? What did I do to manage this and to prevent me from going just back to the sugar and getting that fix and getting rid of the symptoms? The first thing I did was I was drinking a lot of water, and that's really important to keep you hydrated, but also to help flush the body of the excess sugar that's still there. To help with the drained energy and the fatigue, I would just simply go to bed early, and I'd get a good night's sleep, and I had a bit more sleep than I normally did do. And so that helped, because at least when I was asleep, I wasn't experiencing these symptoms, and it would also help to give me more energy as well. I also come around day 3, I was avoiding it for the headaches and the body aches, but the backache was just a bit too much. So I started taking some Panadol, and I took that for the next 2 days. Every 4 hours I took 2, and that really helped. Also too, a warm heat pack on my lower back on the days when it was really bad will also help me to get through. But the main thing that you need to get you through this is just time. Know that it's not going to last forever. It's going to last a few days, maybe a week tops, and you're going to come through it on the other side, and you're going to feel a lot better when you do. However, if you go back to eating the sugar just to get rid of the symptoms, well then you get back on that cycle and you're hooked again. And if you're going to try it again, you have to go through the symptoms all over again. Have any of you been on a similar journey and had sugar withdrawals? What were your symptoms and how did you get through it? Please leave your comments below. I'd love to hear them and get some ideas for other people in case they're going to go through this. In tomorrow's video, I'm going to answer another viewer question. So please make sure you follow me, hit subscribe, hit the bell icon so you know when my videos come up. Also press like and leave your comments below to let me know that you are there following me and supporting me, because I need all the help, support and love I can get. Thank you so much for watching, and just remember, I'm not fat, I'm just big boned.